Hello everybody, Bagels Gaming here. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to do something slightly different. As you can tell by the title, I'm doing Swagkage versus Nux Taku. So, as we all know, that Swagkage is a very respectable Naruto YouTuber, and Nux Taku's been doing a lot of Naruto YouTubing too. With like his videos and honest descriptions and all that stuff. Swagkage does all of the power scaling and fights, which are very intriguing actually. I watch both of them. I'm subbed to both, don't worry. And yeah, but hopefully, Nux Taku can get to Swagkage's level, and the only way he can do that, like in terms of Naruto content, is if he finally gets around to doing that honest descriptions of the Hokages. But anyways, so what do I have for this video? Well, first off, I think we should talk about the power scaling within this, and I think we should talk about Swagkage's abilities first. So as you can tell, well, I can't really get very much information through like his videos and stuff, aside from the fact that he's really good at analyzing characters within given situations, and I do think that is down to the fact that he has a Sharingan and a Rinnegan, as you can see, and he has a Kakashi mask. And in my experience of watching Naruto, it seems that a Kakashi mask really helps with commentating over a fight and giving you extra time to analyze your opponents or the opponents of your friends. So right off the bat, Swagkage is like really packing in the abilities here, because he does have a Rinnegan and a Sharingan and a Kakashi mask, no less. I mean, well, he's also got a sword, but let's be real, swords in anime, they don't really do anything. And so Swagkage's really got a lot going for him here. Although I'm going to use some other. I'm actually going to talk about some canon things within the AniTuber, I guess, narrative that have happened. First things first is we have to discuss battles that have been done within AniTube. And for that, we're gonna roll clip.
Pause. In the beginning, I thought that guy with shotgun versus Ramen Man was gonna take it for the best meme battles. But then I saw Lord Twigo versus Boruto's dad. Another top-notch meme fight, but Swagkage versus Lost Pause definitely takes the cake as far as greatest Naruto fight. Both being really awesome people, having really awesome channels, and both somehow being memes on my channels. I love both of them, and thanks for sticking around. Thank you to the commenters and to the whole fan base for making this a thing, because I love these guys. They're amazing. Totally subscribe to them if you haven't already. And this fight ended as a cliffhanger in Naruto. I remember very clearly at the end of the series when they were like, we can't actually decide between Swagkage and Lost Pause who would win the fight, so they just kind of cliffhangered it, and then Boruto started. We don't need to talk more about Boruto now, because we're actually having a good time. That's fired. But the truth of the matter is, Lost Pause wins the fight at the end. Not that I'm upset about it, Lost Pause is a great guy. I'm sorry, Swagkage, but the power of your Madorection is strong. But on Noble's side, he has the power of the jelly-filled donut. And as we know,
nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Okay, so as you can tell from that clip, so I know it might not sound like it makes any sense at all. Don't worry, I will get to that. But as you can see there, Swagkage actually did not fare too well against Noble or Lost Pause, and really Lost Pause's only abilities are the fact that he can recognize and animate titties, and he's just a professional anime titty looker. Basically, that's all he does. And other than that, that's all Lost Pause does, aside from, he has Lily. Lily is pretty powerful, as she is a fox girl, and she's kind of like his stand. And also, I do have to mention, though, Lost Pause does have a really good ability where he can just become Kirito, and I don't know how balanced the Google thought it was to allow Lost Paws to have such power like this, because he can, using his anime protagonist takeover ability. When he puts on Kirito, he can actually dual wield swords, and as we can tell with the picture of Swagkage here, Swagkage only has one sword, and dual wielding swords is OP in anime, I guess. But anyways, aside from that, we'll get on to that later, you know. Now let's talk about Nux Taku. So what does Nux Taku have? And I will say, Nux Taku absolutely rips Swagkage apart in this battle, and that's just because of the abilities that Nux Taku actually possess. So if we look at Nux Taku and the abilities that he has, is that he has a certain ability that he does when he does all these honest descriptions, is that he just honestly describes them in a very sarcastic way, and the sarcasticness is just so powerful that it destroys some of the people who are watching his videos. And it's just ridiculously strong ability that it even breaks the fourth wall. That is something that has not been seen with Swagkage yet. Well, actually, yeah, he has broken the fourth wall a few times before. Nux Taku just destroys the fourth wall breaking. He just breaks it all. And speaking of fourth wall breaking, it's also I think it's also important to talk about a different type of breaking, which is plot breaking, and that's actually something that Swagkage has the ability to do because he has a Kakashi mask, and as we know, Kakashi in the War Arc actually just was like plot holes everywhere because of the fact that, you know, he's Kakashi, and I do think the Kakashi mask does have that ability imbued in it. But anyways, what advantages does Nux Taku get through his honest descriptions, you may ask? Well, Nux Taku actually has an inherent ability of stand. As we know in JoJo, when you have a stand, you just can't detect it. And I believe, was it Seth the programmer who was talking? No, my bad. Sorry, I've been watching too much Seth lately. It was all day anime. Briggs was talking about how if Naruto were to fight JoJo characters, I forgot his name. Sorry, I don't watch JoJo. I hope that doesn't trigger you guys. If it does, that's good, I guess. Subscribe, and if I reach 100 subs, I will watch JoJo. Yeah, 100 subs and I'll watch JoJo. But anyways, I'll actually react to it on my channel too, for 100 subs. I might even do a face reveal. But aside from that, so stands, you know, you can't detect them because it's a soul, and Naruto would probably lose. And why is this relevant? Is because we know Swagkage was in the final battle of Naruto versus Lost Paws, as you saw with that clip earlier. And you might be wondering, what does the stand ability have to do with Nux Taku? Well, that's because we all know that Nux Taku's stand is Lord Twigo himself. Now, this is absolutely groundbreaking because, like, we all know that Lord Twigo is the most OP anime protagonist ever. Not only was he supposed to be a villain on episode 1 of the 8 Deadly Sins, of which we know Lord Twigo is number 8, but he not only pretended to lose, but he went into hiding in the background of 8 Deadly Sins, my bad. Whew. I might have to edit that out. Actually, I probably won't, because I suck at editing, as you can tell by this video. But, so, the 8 Deadly Sins, you know, Lord Twigo's, he's pulling all the strings. That's how powerful he is. And not only that, so we gotta remember that Swagkage was in that video that I showed you, that's actually one of Nux's videos, the Your Honest Anime Descriptions, episode 3, where he's describing honestly the Swagkage and Lost Paws fight, which means that they're actually connected. It's actually a canon thing that Swagkage and Lost Paws are actually in the same universe as Nux Taku because of this, and they can be trapped within Nux Taku's honest descriptions, which is absolutely powerful. And along with that, Lord Twigo himself gives Nux Taku a one-time pass to skip an honest description within honest descriptions, and that's a power that only Lord Twigo can bestow upon anybody. And because of that, that goes to show that Nux Taku would actually take the advantage there. And there's one last thing, because we know we got a power scale, and since we know that Lost Paws would beat Swagkage, as he effectively did, even though it was a draw. But like, even if you consider the final battle in Naruto between Swagkage and Lost Paws to have been a draw, then this right here will prove that completely. There you go. If you look at it, Coral Mill, hashtag Noble Senpai. In one of the hashtag Noble Senpais, he said, "I love you, but Nux Taku is better." And that's on the AniTuber comment section. Therefore, it's well, okay. I'll be honest. This is kind of a filler thing, but you know, I don't really care. It's there. It's out there, and therefore, since it was featured in a video by Lost Paws, no less, that actually brought the filler into canon. Therefore, because Swagkage is equal to Lost Paws, and Nux Taku is greater than Lost Paws, that means that Nux Taku is greater than Swagkage in this theoretical anime fight. So obviously, you know, this is all subject to debate. If you think I was wrong or you felt that I missed some points, feel free to let me know in the comments section. I read all comments, and I'll probably reply to most of the comments too, unless it gets past my notifications, but hopefully it doesn't. And yeah, feel free to share this with your friends and family. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, or you know, tell me in the comment as well. And if you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. I would honestly appreciate it. Once I reach 100 subs, I will watch the first episode of JoJo. I will react to it, and maybe do a face review. Not 100% sure. But anyways, that's my analysis over Swagkage versus Nux Taku. I hope that this was a very enlightening experience for you guys. And yeah, so Bayous Gaming here. Peace out.